The kipping half toes to bar is a very valuable skill to work on for both toes to bar and your kipping / butterfly chest to bar or regular pull-ups. The reason being is that we're trying to create a lot of momentum through our legs. The more momentum we can create through the leg swing, the less work our upper body has to do. Momentum does the work that takes you up into the air, so you kind of float through the air on the movement. On a toes to bar, if you create a lot of speed through the leg swing, it goes up, and with straight legs, the straight legs carry the momentum, and they will eventually get to the bar. Now, that's ideal, not always the case. Sometimes you have to add a little effort as they rise in order to make contact with the bar. But the point is that the more momentum that you create through the bottom of the swing will help lift the feet up so you do less actual physical labor with your upper body, in the toes to bar case with your midline. So all of the effort is thrown into the bottom part here, and then your feet rise up as if you're rolling a ball up a ramp. So we're trying to create a lot of power across the bottom so they go up the ramp on their own. With the pull-up, your legs need to swing with an ample amount of speed that by the time they get to whichever height it is, depends on butterfly pull-up or butterfly chest bar or kipping, your feet need to come up and stop with enough force to transfer that energy through to your shoulders, passing through your hips. When you swing your leg through, you want to create enough force that when you slow them down or stop them, that power continues through your body. When you're doing the half toes to bar, the goal is not to do a horizontal height of your leg swing. We want to try to go higher than that, because if we stop at horizontal, if that is where we need to be for our kipping or butterfly pull-up, then they slow down and they came to a stop, and there's no energy left to push through to the shoulders via the hips. So we need to have high speed by the time they reach that height, and that way when we stop them immediately, just like anything that's going fast and stopping, the reaction is that the power is transferred to the shoulders and will carry you up in the pull-up or the chest to bar. So when you guys are doing the half toes to bar, make sure that the focus isn't lifting the legs, but it's driving them like you're kicking a ball. You're trying to swing your leg through and kick it across the room. With this recommendation would be a bent leg position, no more than 90 degrees in the knee, but from here I can drive out and create a lot of force by just the extension of my quad. In the loading part of this movement, when you're arched, you should feel a stretch through the front side of your torso, down to the bottom of your abs, maybe a little bit of adductors because we allow our knees to separate a bit, and through the quads. When your muscles are stretching in that position, just like pulling your finger back and releasing, they're going to automatically want to fling in the forward direction, which is more energy that you didn't have to work for. So get into this big stretch position here, drive your legs straight first, and then that should create the stretch that helps fling your legs through. So here it is in action. Now, if I were to do a full toes to bar, I don't have to work for it much, and if I do the pull-up, I can get a ton of height just from sheer swing of my legs. So focus on the half toes to bar quite often, because it doesn't just help with the toes to bar, but also the kipping, butterfly, pull-up, and chest to bar.